Thank you for joining Wars of the Rosies, and this is The Good New Year by Manly P. Hall. From Horizon, Volume 2, Number 5, January 1943. The Good New Year. New Year's resolutions used to be very popular. They were something you made on the 1st of January and broke on the 2nd. The ancients used New Year's for rededication of life to the highest and noblest action. If we are to use the year's beginning to restate what we think, believe, and aspire to accomplish, let us first understand what we mean by God. The attitude, which is philosophical and impersonal, recognizes deity as universal good. We then sense our participation in that universal good, sense the deity within ourselves and in all factors of existence. We thus sense our participation in divine activities of the universe, and we sense our own moral values. That gives us realization of our true position, gives us the opportunity to help much in the world-forming process going on about us. All over the world, people are trying to be good, trying to live better than they did, trying to hope, to understand, and to become inspired. But their efforts are haphazard. Organization of our lives into a nobler standard would mean much to us, if we would do it. Begin the new year with a relaxed attitude, and you will be better off. Meet the problems of the day calmly, and bear in mind that there is no virtue in discovering a way to avoid the responsibilities of life. There is no reward for the evasion of anything. Let us rejoice within ourselves, for the Spirit of truth is great enough to lift us to perfection if we dedicate ourselves to its purpose. Let us rejoice that in spite of our stupidity, the universe is supported by infinite wisdom, and as surely as we live up to it, we will be happy. Let us rejoice in the realization that as we unfold our inward life, we will rise victoriously over the limitations of outward circumstances. Let us realize that no other than ourselves can make us happy, and that no one but ourselves can make us unhappy. Happiness and unhappiness lie in our own life and consciousness. Our thanks should be for the capacity to be wise, for the capacity to be happy. And let us realize that religion is not a matter of form, nor of belief, in the ordinary sense of the word. It is a matter of realization. Our religion must always come from within ourselves. The ancients declared that religion was the coming of life of an awareness of the God within. We are all too personal. We want things, power, and security. Most of all, we want to be agreed with personally, want to be flattered, catered to. And facts, truths, and ideas come to nothing when confronted with personal motivation. Personality is something too expensive for the average person. It is a dangerous impediment to progress. Impersonality is wisdom. Impersonality alone is sufficiently strong to carry a person over the different periods of life. This year, let us make certain changes within ourselves to the end that we accomplish something worthwhile. First, we would like to change from a haphazard to an organized approach to thought. Most people scatter their forces of life on 1,000 different things. So application is the first idea. Spend a half an hour a day working on an exact art or science. Maybe you can't add up 2 and 2 and get anything but 5. Well, mathematics is a wonderful subject. Do something with routine, with order. Some will say, housework is all the routine I want. But that's enforced routine. It must be from choice. It is the individual's escape from the dilemma of vagrant wandering thoughts. Give yourself an exact science or art to study, and see if at the end of the year you are not thinking in a more orderly way. Second, outline a program for each day to in some way give expression to the finest things in yourself. Many were the days in 1942 when we felt or sensed something we ought to do, and we got it out of mind quickly, for fear we might have to do it. In this year, when we have a motive to do something fine and noble, let's do it. Do it even if it costs you something, even if you have to give up something. When you feel that to do something is right, do it. The old theologians used to pray, believing a prayer a definite bond between the body and spirit. But philosophy says the best prayer is action. To do the inner realization is more beautiful than to think about it. The reason for the day is the good we can do. Every day we should permit the deity within us to express itself in action, and then make the action as impersonal and universal as possible. Third, we should try to think more clearly upon the consequences of action. We do something and promptly forget it, but the result of that action keeps going on. Most of the trouble in the world resulting from unwise action arises from an inability to see the consequences of what we do. We should watch the consequences of action until we reach the point we shall never, under any condition, set in motion any action, the consequences of which are not noble, enlightened, and constructive. Whatever we do, let it contribute to the necessary work of existence, and thus will we find the new year has new possibilities. For the good we do becomes a part of the good of the world, and the desire of man to serve humanity is the spirit of divinity within him. Condensed from a public lecture. Suggested reading. First Principles of Philosophy. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and comment. And if you can, please consider donating to Wars of the Rosies. Links to PayPal and Patreon are in the description. Thank you so very much.